So hi, let's talk a little bit about the increase in the rent prices in Estonia. And if you're a renter, I think this video will be interesting to you to see also it through the perspective of a landlord or an apartment owner. So at the moment, everybody knows that inflation is very high, and in our market in Estonia, I looked into the European Central Bank statistics, and the inflation in Estonia is one of the highest in the European Union. The average for EU is 5%, and in Estonia the inflation is 12%. Most of it due to housing, electricity, gas, and etc. So this is a thing which will influence raising the prices of the rents too. Also, everybody knows that there was a big rise in apartment prices, which will also push the prices of the rents up, because owners would like to see the same return of investment as if they would have purchased the property at the current market price, because otherwise they will consider selling it if they cannot reach the same return of investment. But let me just explain to you, if for example you're a renter, you don't know what is return of investment, how it's calculated. For example, if you have a purchase price of an apartment of 80,000 euros and you are charging 500 euros a month, then to get the return on investment, you multiply the rent, 500 euros, by 12, and that amount you divide by the purchase price of the apartment, 80,000 euros, and you get return on investment of 7.5%. In our market, owners or landlords, they want to see a return on investment from 5 to 10%. 10 is very good, but it's quite rare. It's difficult to achieve. But they're still aiming for 10%. So, for example, if the prices of the real estate rise, there will be a desire for the owners to increase the prices. The other thing which influences the rent is the market conditions. Are there enough renters for the amount of apartments currently? And if there are not enough renters, for example, a lot of people are leaving Estonia, then the rent prices will go down, the return of investment will decline, and some of the owners will consider selling them, which also will influence the prices of the apartments. More apartments on the market, but more owners selling, it means the prices of the apartments will come down. At the moment in Estonia there was a demographical also high demand, because there was a generation which was quite big in numbers, and the next generation of like Estonians will be less in numbers, because fewer people got born after that. And now obviously the rent prices will depend a lot on the fact how many people will be coming to Estonia, and is the Estonian economy like competitive compared to other places, and is it attractive enough so foreign workers can come here, and also do we have the legal framework so that we can accept a lot of foreign workers. And here I see a problem, and the problem that I see is that when you hire a foreigner, you have to pay them at least 1,290 euros, which is the average salary in Estonia. So you don't have exactly a competitive advantage to your competitors who, for example, are paying less in another country. So in that case, for you, it might be reasonable to move the whole production to a cheaper area in the EU or outside the EU. Of course, not all production can be moved out of the country. One of those is the construction business, because you need those construction workers in Estonia to build the houses which are built in Estonia. So the real estate boom is kind of a self-fulfilled prophecy, because they are also fueling the rental market, because those people who are coming to work in Estonia, usually they are renters. They are not buying properties, obviously, because they're not going to get a loan. One other thing which influences the rental prices and the real estate prices as a whole is the money printing. And now I'll show you a chart of how much money was printed since 2020. And I know, according to this chart, it's like kind of 2-3 times more money in circulation than we had before that. So that was it for today. Hope it was interesting for you. Like, subscribe, comment, ask questions, and see you in another video.